Art Collins here. Want to give you one of my day trading techniques, maybe one of the best that I have. Simplicity personified. I'm always an advocate of simple works. We tend not to believe it, but I'm going to show you the results. First 5 minute move is the key. We're talking the financial futures markets now, primarily the mini S&P. I'll show you that same technique works also in the NASDAQ, Dow, Russell, and midcap. It involves setting your chart to 5 minutes, day session only, 8:30 a.m. through 3:15 p.m. Central Time. And here's the technique. At the close of the first bar, 8:35 a.m. Central, buy if you're above the day session opening price. Okay? This is a specific application of a broader concept that you should be conscious of. If you eliminated all your trades where you're trying to be a buyer when you're below the daily open, and you eliminated all your attempted short sells when you're above the daily open, chances are you would greatly improve whatever you're doing. Okay? Be long north of the opening price, be short below it, and this is a very specific application of that. Okay? At the close of the first bar, sell short if you're below the day session opening price. All right? So you've got the first 5 minutes of activity, and you want to go with the move. Buy if it's above the opening, sell if it's below it. And exit at 3:15 Central, session close. And here it is. Proof in the pudding. Okay, this is a 10-year study, January of 2010 through mid-year 2019. Not putting slippage commission in here because I just want to show you the overall bias, but dock $5-10 from each of these average trades. You see that you still have a bona fide bias. You have up to $108,000 in the NASDAQ with a 482% return on account. That figure is the net profit divided by your worst drawdown amount, $22,000. And that gives you a percentage that your account would have increased had you started with that worst drawdown amount. Now, I've taken this concept and developed several systems out of it, which I urge you to do in your lab. If you're examining stops, filters, and other qualifiers, you can get several performing ideas out of it. And this is just the basic concept in a nutshell. Now, I got other news for you. You don't have to hold it all the way to the close. We're looking at an optimization study in the mini S&Ps here. And these numbers, 2, 4, 6, 8, represent the close of the 10-minute session starting at 8:50. That would be, you would be in your trade for 10 minutes and exit at that time. Gives you that figure. 9 o'clock, 9:10, 9:20, all the way up to 3 o'clock. And as you can see, whenever you exited on this basic idea of buying at the 8:35 momentum, buying and selling at the on momentum at that price, at that time rather, whatever time of day you exited, you would have a positive expectancy. There's not a loser in the batch. In the S&Ps and in the Dow, same deal. 8:50 to 3 o'clock. Same in the NASDAQ, the Russell, and the mid-cap. Okay, so I've already gotten you started a little bit in your lab. You don't have to hold it all day. Go into your lab, try to find out how to modify this so you can handle the drawdowns, etc. Your takeaways: first 5-minute move of the day often indicates the overall day's direction. Again, that dovetails with the idea of being long above the daily open, short below it. You'll have an overall favorable bias regardless of where you set your exit. And that's basically it. Watch for my 2020 Almanac update on beating the financial futures market. Should be out shortly. And check me out, artcollinstrading.com.